Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome at my channel, man. Great to be back, guys, with another video on map making and yeah, just processes as we go along. Trust you guys are well. I'm having a nice cup of coffee here in the background, so excuse me if I'm slurping now and then. Great, man. So yeah, if this is your first time on my channel, also want to welcome you. Do consider pressing that like button and also maybe subscribing. Do appreciate that very much. Great, man. So guys, today's video I'm gonna do a quick how-to video on how to make one of the in-game maps, how to make a map of one of the in-game maps for yourself to have a playable map or in-game map. Now, just the other day I made one of the Alpine map, I think. So this video I'm going to show you how to convert the French map. Yeah, so that will be quite fun. Great, man. So let us get stuck in and get going with that. Awesome. So first things first, we want to obviously get rid of this little picture of ours. We don't need that for the background anymore. And we're going to go to the Farming Simulator directory. And then in here, you know what, there's actually a better way of doing this. Let me just get to my desktop and then open Giants Editor 906 is the current version that I'm working with. That is a shorter way of doing it, or actually the correct way of doing it. So open the editor itself first. Just want to quickly close my door. Great, otherwise we have all kinds of background noises that we don't want to hear. I don't know if it's possible to hear them, but yeah, I hear stuff in the background, then I just want to make sure we have a quiet session. Good. So first things first, what we want to do is say new mod from game. All right, and then once that is coming up, you can choose your map here. So we're going to go the French map, the map F4. So you just click at that there. And now it's going to ask you where is the working directory where you want the map to be saved. So I'm going to leave it here under the default, which is under Documents, My FS22 Mods, and then the map name will be Mod Map FR. So we can change that later on. For now, I just wanted to create the mod for us. So what it's doing now, it's actually taking the in-game map and creating a new map from the in-game map and putting it in your mods directory or the documents directory. So that is basically doing like 99% of the work for you already, you see, and there it is. Now what we need to do, now we've got the whole map i3D and everything that goes with the map i3D set up, you know. So I'm just going to close this up and we're going to go to that actual directory. So it was under my games, as documents, my games, and then my maps or something was it called. Oh my word, documents, my something, my FS22 mods. There it is. Great, man. So this is now the map. So I'm going to cut that, Control X, and drop it into my mods folder, because now it's a working map that we've got there. So I'm just going to bring it over. So there it is. And now I'm going to change it to my own name. So I want to call it something else. I will call it FS22 underscore. What's the map's name? It's Haut-Beyleron. So I'm not too sure how you spell that. I think it's something like that. I can change it later if it's not correct. And then open it up. And you'll see now it's already got a mod desk, which is quite amazing. I like that. We have to open that and then do some changes here. All right, so in here, you need to change your name here, obviously, to Farmer Bob, like so. Version, I normally leave at version 1, if it's the first one, obviously. And then title of the map. This is what's going to be showed in game. So I'm just going to call it FS22. Now here you don't need to worry about underscores. Or if you want to call the map something else, you can. Now I've seen if you want to rename it properly, I'm just going to go here to translate. You need the German as well for that. because if you don't translate to German, then you can get an error like that. So what I'm going to do is just copy the name. And obviously all I do here, you do to your own. Haut-Beyleron, Skin-Beyleron. So I'm not sure what's... Better make sure of this name. let's make sure of the name, guys, because I might be putting something in here and I'm not too sure how you spell this thing's name. So the French map, map XML, could it be on the overview? No, it's not overview, it's a preview. It's just not showing that. Where was the name for this map? Let's have a look at it quick. Farming Simulator. Look in game at the in-game map number 2. I know it's Haut-Beyleron, some weird French name. Not that the French are weird, but the name is weird. It's probably a town or something in France, you know. So have a look here. New farmer. There you go. It's Haut-Beyleron. B-E-Y. All right. So now we know how we spell that. Okay. Can actually just go out now. Quit that. Right. Wonderful, man. Wonderful. Okay. So you obviously, on the other hand, do not have to struggle with these things. But what I want to do then now is we're going to have to do this now first because we're busy with this. Haut-Beyleron. So it is Bay like that. And there is a dashy there like so. So let's just check these. Skin-Beyleron. Oh my word, I don't know what Skin-Beyleron is, but I'm going to just drop it in there just to save ourselves some time, you know. So do both of them, the English and the German, and then here you can put a description for your map. I'm just going to leave it as is. Name once again, title is in there, DE title in there, drop that in there. And I honestly don't know why this thing is now pasting like that, but anyway, Control C, EN in there, like so. Good stuff. Right, descriptions, you can put your own description in. I'm not going to do that now. It's just, this is just an example for the thing, and we are on version 79 currently. So save that all. That should all be fine. Now we're going to have to also just have a look here. Map ID, you can also change that to Haut-Beyleron. Control C, paste it in there like so. I'm just not too sure of the dash, if that's allowed in the ID, you know. Let me just remove that and do it like that. I'm not too sure, but anyway, we should get an error if there's a problem there in the ID. Okay, so we've got class name, file name, which is for the missions, config file name. So that's our map.xml. Now first things first, let's save this, close this up, and let's just fix the directory structure of the map. First things first. Alright, so Haut-Beyleron, like so. Maybe let's just change the name as well now to the correct name. Haut-Beyleron. So it's Beyleron, like that. Alright, and I know in a folder structure you can't put a dash. It's an invalid character. Alright, so that's it there. Now, this map FR stuff, we want to get rid of that because that's pretty annoying. So what we're going to do is grab everything in here, cut it, and drop it in the maps folder in here, Control V. Alright, so take it out from the one and put it in the other. So just wait for it to bring it all over. There you go. And then this one should now be empty as it is. So map FR we can now delete. Alright, so now we've got all our stuff nicely in one folder, which is called maps, and then whoop, in there. Now we just need to fix all the directory structures looking at that thing. So the first one is the mod desk, and you'll see everywhere where it says map FR, we must just fix that up. Map FR, and map FR, placeables.xml, and the map FR, items.xml. So we've got a default items, we've got a placeables, which is good. We've got vehicles, so it's vehicles, placeables, and items. We need the store items. Now the store items, I think, is set up in the map XML. So let's just have a look there. So it's maps, map XML, and let's just run through this one. Here on top, you'll see where the i3D is. We need to fix that up there, and then just have a look at all the other things where we can see we need to fix. So all the ones that doesn't have data dollar, we need to sort out. Just run through the whole list quick. All right, that looks like the last of it. All right, so that was, oh yeah, on top, very important. That one also, take out the map FR for overview. Good, I think that's the whole lot. So there's our store items. You can see store items.xml. We need to change that to we'll have to change that to ours. So what we want to do is just put in, remove that there, maps, map FR we want to take out. So it's maps store items.xml. All right, so now let's just go in here to store items, copy that. Right, Control C, come back to our folder here, Control V, so it will be maps and then store items.xml. Right, the other thing was I just want to quickly think, farmlands. Yeah, let's have a look at the farmlands. We want to have the farmlands working as well. Farmlands, yeah, you see the field ground and the farmland, so those two we also want to just fix up so that it's in here in our map. So those ones we also want to just redirect into our map folder. So just remove all of that and map FR. So it's maps, field ground, and farmlands. Oh, and then there's the growth as well. Sorry, so it's growth, field ground, farmlands. Growth. Why I bring the growth over is because if you want to modify any fruit, you can't modify in-game stuff, so you're going to do it anyway. So let's just do that. Map sound, that was fine. So it's growth, field ground, farmlands. Right, so there you go. So it's growth, field ground, farmlands. So back to the French map, which is the original, and let's find them. Field ground, farmlands, and growth. I don't see the growth file. We'll check now where the growth file is. I think it might be under, we'll see now. So back to our map folder. Just drop them in here where they should be. So one folder back, so we're back in the in-game maps. Go to maps folder, found ground, maps growth, there it is. Control C, copy that in, and then drop it in here. Now you'll note if you go back to the in-game maps, which is this one here, you'll see that there's another field ground here, I believe. Yeah, do not use this field ground. It's got other stuff in it, like this stuff here, ground types and that type of stuff. So don't use that one. Use the one in the actual map folder, which we've copied over. All right, so growth, field ground, and farmlands, it's over. Map for NPCs. If you want to modify your NPCs, the in-game farmers that own the actual properties in-game, you can bring in the NPCs XML over to your map as well. You know, so that's also something to consider. As for the rest, that's all stuff, that's fine. All right, I think that's the whole lot. So let's save that, and now we can quickly do the rest of the stuff. So we've got our own, oh yeah, you know what, the fill types and the fruit types we will also want to bring over. So fruit types and fill types, copy that, bring it in here. So this sets you up to customize your own map to your heart's content, you know. So set you up for that. Good. So back into the XML again. Just get our fill and fruit types, and you'll notice that this too, the fill and fruit types, that's fill type there. Control X. Let's just drop it. I want to put it somewhere. Yeah, it's actually at the right spot, but I don't want it in between the green stuff. So let's put that one there, and then fruit types. Control X. Drop it in there, and then we just remove the little things that makes it unusable. There you go. We activate them is the right word. And then obviously the directory, we want to route it to our map folder, not the in-game one. So once again, just remove the stuff that points to the wrong file. Good. So maps, fill types and fruit types. Good. I think if I look at everything, that should be everything that we need to start up the map properly. So let's just have a quick browse if we can. Open up the map. So get into our map i3D. Oh, first of all, we need to right click the map i3D. Excuse my confused thing. That's Windows, a new version of Windows 11, which has still got some issues. But if I do it again, it will nicely show edit Notepad++. And then all we want to do is just here through the file section of the i3D, just check all the ones that is not $data. Just check that we don't have mapfr anywhere. Mapfr, no mapfrs. We don't want any mapfrs. So just scroll through the whole list. When I say mapfr, I'm not talking about $data ones. I'm talking about our actual map. We don't want maps mapfr, you know. That's what we don't want. We don't want to see any maps mapfr stuff. If there are, we need to just remove the mapfr as well, but there isn't. So that's good. So now we know we are ready to start up our map, and we should be okay. So we are at mods, Haut-Beyleron, and then there you go. Open up the mappy and let's see what errors we have, if there is any errors. Good. Great stuff, guys. So let's maximize our console. If you don't have a console here at the bottom, just go window and click on console, and it will show you all the stuff. So just scroll slowly through the console and check for errors. These info warnings here at the bottom are pretty normal. So if you see any of this in your game or anywhere in your warning systems, it is just a warning system. So don't worry about the things that says the GDM hasn't got enough space or whatever. So that's not an error. It's just pretty standard for all the maps all the in-game maps you open up. Good. So there it is, guys. So now we are totally happy and content. So now we want to have a browse and see if we close it up. There's a few things we want to work on. Is the overview. That's the first thing we need to fix, is the overview that looks like that, as well as the icon. I think the icon was here by the start of the map. Sorry, I just want to get back to my Haut-Beyleron. There it is, the icon and the preview. Okay, so now the preview is a photo of the map. So what I normally do is I grab a screenshot of something in my map that I like, and then I put it in there. You can use the in-game one if you want to, if you like the in-game one, but I kind of like to make my own. And then the mod map icon obviously is just the icon. That's a very tiny little thing. As you can see there, 256 by 256. It's a tiny little thing. All right, so that too we will open. Now, I'm going to quickly show you how to easily make a a PDA for your map. So that is very simple and easy. In order to do that, we need to open the i3D again and then quickly create us a PDA. Now, what we want to do, I'm going to open this and not save once we're done. So everything I change now will not have effect on the map, because we're going to change a few things, and this will definitely not save, because we're not just going to close it and not save it. So the first thing I want to do is check here at the bottom right. My nav speed is only 5. I want to use my numpad plus and minus. It will make this more. So I'm going to put that about at 70, so I can scroll fast with my right mouse button. So now you'll see if I now go out, it will be nice and fast, and I can quickly move my whole map around until I've got it sort of in the center of the thing, you know. Right. Now I never know where north is, because I've already now swinged it around and did all kinds of things. So I think let me just keep that open like that. Go into the in-game map. So that's map Alpine. Sorry, don't want to go map Alpine. Map FR. Let's just quickly open this up. Oh, what I can do is I can do the overview here and just have a look. So yes, we are correct. The river goes through there like that. You can copy this overview now over, obviously, but I'll show you how to make one in your own map. So that's what I'm going to do for mine. It's going to copy the in-game overview over, which will be simple and easy. But if you don't want to do that, I'll quickly show you how to make your own one. All right, so we are orientated correctly. So the first thing is to just check the sun, click on sun, and then click on light. And then we here, where it says under transform, then minus 35, just make that a 80. Keep an eye on the ground here. If you make that a 80, it will light up the whole map for you. All right, so that's a good start point to have visibility good. All right, so that's the first thing. And then on this little camera, you click on camera. We want to align the camera properly. So just make all the Z's, make that a 0, and the Y, make that a 0. And you'll see it will align these things, and then this one we want 90 on the spot. Okay, so now we know where our camera is, like sort of directly aligned with this with the map. Good, that's the first thing. And then we want to do the next one. I just want to make these things a bit smaller so we can see the entire thing. Good. Clip distances, that's fine. That was the transform. Now we're going to go to the actual camera. The near clip, you want to make 100 meters. So just make that 100 meters. And then the far clip, you can leave at 10,000. All right. Now the auto height for a 2x map, I think it is, if I remember correctly, is at 1,200 meters. Should be correct. Otherwise, no, it's 2,000 meters or 2,200. So let's just make it 2,200 meters high. If it's a 4x map, you're going to see it's going to be about 4,800 to get your whole map in. So once you've pressed in the height in there, you click on this little tick here, and it will show you your map very nicely on the borders. You can see I didn't align mine 100%. I can take it a little bit to the left. If we go to our transform, transform for the perspective, minus 24. I wonder if I would zero this. Yes, I can zero that. Good. Good, good. That's very good. So back to our camera. We've got all that there. And now all you're going to do is, now you see I've got stuff here now in the way, which is not going to be nice. So let us do this. Yeah, that's good. Because we want to have this little block, you know, without stuff in the way. So all I'm going to do is hold my Windows key on the keyboard. It's on the left bottom next to the control, or between the control and the alt. Your left bottom right is the Windows key. So hold that in and press print screen. The print just make sure you don't have your mouse in the way like I did now. Put your mouse far out of the way. So Windows print screen, the print screen button is somewhere there on the top next to your F buttons. Alright, print screen and scroll lock and pause and those, and insert and delete, they're all there in the same area. Good. So now all we do now is close the map without saving. Alright, so we've printed both those. I'm going to open a new tab, go into my screenshots, and then the last one, the second one we took was that one there. Open that up in paint.net and then grab our selection tool, and now we want to grab this little map thing here. Hold the shift button in, very important. I'm going to try and get the whole map in. It's actually not going to work very nicely with this because it doesn't have a border that I can actually choose properly. And if you do it this way now, what's going to happen, because they've sort of pasted over the borders with foliage and stuff, you don't have a proper, you can't properly see where the border is except for there and there. You can see the two borders, but top and right you're not going to see. And you'd have to be perfectly 2050 by 2050 here, because otherwise you're going to have your fields duplicating, and you're going to have like a shadow on the fields, and stuff is not going to be where it is. So let's just forget this whole idea. But the idea was to grab that square. So you'll grab your square. I can just show you how to do it. You'll grab your square. I'm going to try and get it as close as I can, and then you go here, crop to selection, image resize 2050 for a 2 times map. That's the in-game one, and it's just click OK on there, and there it is. Now that block you can now copy, so you just select it, Control C, and drop this in there, Control V, and align it over your current block here. So once you've perfectly aligned it, there will be no red sticking out. And then once you've done that, you leave it there and grab your paintbrush, make the brush nice and big, like 200 or so, maybe a bit more than that, and grab the eyedropper, grab the gray here, because we want to paint over this name here, back on there, and then just paint over there, and that's fine. And there it is. Now you can save this file, save as, and go into your map, select your overview, and click save, and then it's going to ask you to replace, and you're going to say no, yes, and just select it's DXT1 with mid-maps. Make sure DXT1 is selected with mid-maps, and save it and overwrite that existing one. Okay, so that is the process in a nutshell. So I'm just going to close all of that, because we already got this nice Haut-Beyleron overview. So all I'm going to do now is go back into the map FR, find the overview there. Overview. I don't see it. I'm actually on it. Copy that into my map and just override it. Control, do I still have it open? Yeah, I actually do. That one we can close up, don't save. That one we can leave open. So just in here, paste it in here, right, replace it, and it will put a nice in-game overview for us. See, there it is now. Good. Alright, so otherwise you can do a custom one like I've just showed you, and that should be fine. Now the preview image of the map, you can also copy the preview here from Haut-Beyleron. Sorry, that's our map. The map FR in one is in here. There's the preview for it. Let's have a look at what that looks like. If you like that, you can copy that over to your directory and just override it. If you don't like it, I'm going to show you just how to do a preview on the thing, and you can see here where the balloons are. They normally cut off around Let me just bring this thing. They normally cut off just over half of it. So if you look at this here, the line there, that's roughly where you need to paste your photo in, whatever you copy and paste. So if you've taken a nice image of the map, you can put it in there. So for overview, I'm just going to grab this for now and put it in my map. Preview, not overview. Sorry, that was overview now. Preview, man. Preview. Where's the preview? There it is. Control C. In here, just overwrite it. And then the icon. Let's just see if they've got an icon here. I doubt that they have an icon, but map icon, map icon. Okay, they don't have a map icon. Good. It's probably because the map is not in the shop. The icon is just for your shop. Good. So now we've got all of that. I'll leave the map, mod map icon, let it be for now. And then let's just open the map and see if it works now, if all is good. So just going to give it a go and see what have we missed. We should get errors and all kinds of stuff that's not working and what, you know. So if there is problems, we will know about it soon. So just start a new farmer. And what I'll do now is I'll find Farmer Bob 16 Haut-Beyleron. There it is. You see, that's our map that we've made. Continue. Deselect all. I'm just going to put my development controls on, bring up the console and let it run and see if we've got any errors. That's our next step. There we go. Cartridge, that is from the little placeable, what you call it, things that you search for. And that was the only problem. Okay, that's pretty cool. Nice. So here it is. Haut-Beyleron all sorted out, looking nice and beautiful and wonderful and great. Good. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just save the map. Save game. And I was on slot number 2. I made a note of that. Let's quit. And now I'm going to show you how to do the field ground correctly, because the field ground needs to be set up. Because you just copy the base one over, then obviously you won't have field ground working properly. Alright, so field ground, if you open this, you will note it is working directly from the in-game one, from $data maps. So you're working from that one's field ground. So you need to now have your own field ground, because that is going to change your spray, lime, plow and shredded and roller level is going to change. So you can't use the in-game map stuff, you know, so you have to change this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that $data stuff. Let's Control F that, $data. Let's do this whole thing like this. Let me not be lazy. Let me just delete this stuff. So it's maps. Take out all the $datas. So we will just work from maps. And then take out all the map FRs, because we've removed those. We don't want an extra directory laying around in our map. Why I do that, guys, if I can explain. If you look at your map directory, we are now in mods. This is our map folder. So we've got one folder where our map R3D is in. So if you have another folder there, map FR, so what happens, you are already from your base, you are already 2 folders in to get to the I3D. And then from there, you can now add all your stuff. But what happens is if you run your map if you want to give your map in at ModHub, the maximum directory depth they allow is 5 directories. So if you go over 5 directories, then you have a problem. So now if you put stuff in here, new folders like placeables or whatever, and in the placeable you've got the cow barn, and in the cow barn you've got this, and in that one you've got that, and you end up having to come back and fix a lot of stuff. So doing this now at the beginning, you save yourself forward a lot of issues and headaches, you know. So yeah, just bear that in mind. That's why I showed you that. Great. So we were back here at working on the field grounds. So we want all our field ground layers now to be in the data folder. All right, so of course they are info layers, they should be in your data folder. So now what we want to do is go here to our screenshots folder and navigate to our save game folders, which is obviously in My Games Farming Simulator 22, Save Game 2, and then find that 5 files. It was lime level, plow, roller, spray, as well as stubble. So that's your 5 files that you need. You copy them and go into your map folder, into the data folder where all your other density files is, paste them in there, and you are more than happy. A happy chappy. The other thing is your farmland. There should be a file info farmland.grle. I just want to verify our farmland that is actually the case. Farmlands. You see, now this one is still using the in-game one, because we're going to change this now to our maps one. So that is also something that's very important to fix up. So it uses our own farmland as well as our own field ground stuff. Great. So now if we go into data, info layer farmland is there. That's our map dim, and all our other info layers are in there, which is good. Great. So that is very nice. Those we can now leave. We're happy with that. Quickly thinking some other things. What else is there to change? Let's have a look in the map directory. So we've done the full and fruit types. Those are fine. These are all the base game default stuff. So here you can now, to your heart's content, change every little detail that you want about your fruits and your full types and everything. Like for instance, the price per liter for wheat, you know, that type of stuff. Maize, that you don't really want to change, but the price per liter is something that you want to do there. And then also, which is nice in the fruit types, you can change how much seed it uses, seed usage per square meter, which is nice for if you want to change some characteristics of any of your fruit. You can do that there, you know, just make that a bit less or more if you want something. Like for instance, potatoes, I know is ridiculous. If you look at potatoes, for instance, it's 0.38, 0.38, where the others are 0.03. It's crazy. Yeah, that's why when you plant potatoes, the seed goes like crazy. So yeah, you can change that now because you've got the custom stuff in your map. So that makes it very handy to have. Good. All right. So lastly, I'll quickly show you how to do a custom icon. So if you want to make an icon for yourself, you can take your preview file and just copy that. I just want to select it here on top, Control C, or you can take a picture in game, whatever you want. Take a photo in game of a nice spot of your map and bring it in here into your icon file. I'm going to paste it in here, all right, and then keep the canvas size. So we don't want to have that little thingy there. So I'm going to just keep on zooming this thing out until we are here, and we can place this nicely over the corner. Ooh, it looks like, if I have a look at this, it is tiny a bit of actually just need to bring it. So here we go. Yeah, that's going to be better. So what you want to do now is just slowly just bring this over and bring it over here. Something like that, guys. And now you can put a little name on there if you want. Remember, this is only 256 if you look at the bottom pixels. So it is tiny, and the quality is horrible because it's an icon, guys. It's not a photo like your preview. Okay, so I'm gonna just put, what font will we put in here? I like Mistral. It's quite a nice font. Here it is, and I'll just call this Haut. Haut-Beyleron. And then just change the color of it, maybe to orange. Make it a bit bigger. Just for the fun of it, guys. And then press escape to set it twice. There you go. Everything is set, and then just click save. DXT1, bitmaps, bicubic, all that should be set, and then just close up. All should be fine. And now, lastly, let us quickly check. Just to have a browse in game and see what it looks like. Now this one I can delete because we are done with that save game. There you go, Haut-Beyleron. I'm going to bring up my console once again because I like to see my console fly by, and then if there's any problems I can immediately know of it, you know, before the game actually even starts. So there's another one, the sound and that little discoverable things. I forgot about those. There was a problem with the sound, so we'll check that now quick. That was the only two, but let's bring it up and bring this thing down to the ground so we can have some nice visibility. I'll use my page up just to scroll to the top. This is from the collectibles. That is fine. We'll fix that up now. Alright, so it is looking for the sound R3D. Good. So two things to fix, guys. The sound and the little collectibles. Collectibles are easy. I'll show you now how to do that. Great. So these we can close. Good. Field ground we are done with. Map I3D I suppose we are done with, but not here. Sound. So sound. Maps sound.xml. Is it in here? Sound.xml. So open that up. You see, there's the problem. We have to fix that sound I3D. Right, that was all that was wrong with it. Just the sound I3D, because the sound is here, and that's the sound file, the XML that sets up the sound, and the sound was the FR little thing that we've changed. So that's one thing that we needed to fix, and it's all done now, so that's good. Yeah. Right, so that was the sound. The other one was collectibles. Let's have a look at the collectibles. Control F to see if there's any collectibles in the XML. I don't think it is, so that should be alright. So let's open the map again. See where the collectibles are. Collectibles. Here's the collectibles. Why is it? There's 20 cartridges, and they should all be set up to be discovered in different places. Yep, there it is. Okay, so there's no problem in our map. I'm just going to close the map. So our problem is in the map XML. So let's just have a quick browse here on the in-game folder. Open the in-game map XML, and then Control F, find the collectible line there. You see, there it is. They didn't bring the collectible line over, so copy that. Alright, and then just drop that in our map XML. You see, there's no collectible line in here, so just drop it in here somewhere. Doesn't matter where, as long as it's on its own, it all should be fine. Just want to see what is in that collectible.xml. I can't remember now, to be honest. Collectibles.xml. So it's only the cartridge. There's no directories here, so we can use the same one there from the game directory, so it doesn't really matter. Good. Alright, so that was all, guys. All the issues should be solved, and now if we open our map, we should have a working map with no problems. With the no problemos. So let's just verify. Things to do,
A
things
wise
to
man
do.
once said, to forget how to dig the soil and the earth.
Don't know what happened there. It was a big lag, but anyway. So let's just go back to our map. There it is. Once again, let's have a look if something flies by. By the looks of it, we are a clean slate so far. Don't see any more collectible issues. Just bring it down to the ground once again, so that's the end of it. Scroll right to the top until we get the yellow warnings of our folders that are not zipped, which is pretty standard. That's fine. There you go. Alright, well guys, that is the whole toot. And like I said, if you want to do your own preview, you can just come in game here, do a print screen, copy and paste that into your preview, and you should be all happy. And this way now, you now have the whole map working properly with the overview. That's your PDA, the one that we've brought over, and it fits in nicely. The train is working, all the sell points are working. There shouldn't be any problem with the pricing. The other thing that is important is your growth. I wanted to see the soil composition. Yes, this is where our the lime, the rolling, as well as the wheat and all. It's the lime and the rolling and all that comes in. So if we toggle these, we should have our field showing. If there's a problem, it will show all kind of mushed up stuff, you know. So it all definitely looks correct and working. Great. Well guys, I hope this has been insightful. We've created ourselves a new map to play and modify, and now we can actually customize this map to our liking, because it's now our own map, you know. So that's what makes it so nice. You can now go into the editor and remove things, add things, put in new placeables through the XMLs. Yeah, just follow all my hundreds of videos, you know, how to add stuff to your map. You can now do it with this one. Great, man, guys. Do remember to like and subscribe. Have a look at my Patreon. In my Patreon, I've started to put some awesome, nice little things for my Patreons under the shop. If you're not a Patreon, you can buy those for one-time amount. But if you are a Patreon, most of those are available for my Patreons above a certain level, you know. So there you go. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and do share my goodies. I do appreciate, man. Have an awesome day. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.